It did not, but
and then
I appreciate more of it.
And I actually do like this version. I know some people don't like this version. I actually think it's great. I just don't think that we needed both back to back. I think that's the detriment.
It was a little jarring, but hey, we got multiple minutes of the song, so like...
Exactly. My, like, last to close out post-series, I have Dean's Dirty Organ by Christopher Leonards. This is the music that you hear at the end of the episodes. It's like the end credit music on Supernatural. We also hear kind of bits of it in, like, the show's kind of, like, scoring. You know, like, when, you know, like, one of them will make a joke and the other one, like, makes that, like, I can't believe I'm related to you face. And you hear that, like, guitar riff, that's what it's from.
Uh-huh.
And you hear it a lot in, like, the first season, just, you know, in the show's, like, scoring. Anyway, it's the end credits music, and this is the end of the playlist, so I thought that was fitting.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I recommend a song right quick?
Yikes!
Okay, so Fallen Angel by Breaking Benjamin. I think it fits really well with Kat during the purgatory time, so just a recommendation.
I love Breaking Benjamin. So glad you're here. They're an amazing band, really.
Sorry, I'm literally writing myself a note so that I can listen to all these songs you're suggesting later and add them into the playlist. Okay, so that's kind of like where I've like really deferred like what is in the episodes, like, and like out of order or anything like that. But we can go back now and talk about like what's like some other songs that are in the playlist and like some of the moments that they're with and stuff like that. I think that this is a very great Supernatural playlist. Like if you just want to hit shuffle and like feel like you're like having a Supernatural moment, I think that I have the basics here.
It is very comprehensive because like other playlists on Spotify, they want to have like only what's in the show or only what they think is thematic, but like it's really nothing from the show or it doesn't really match up. So this is like a perfect sweet spot.
I've really worked on it. I have big gaps where I have like nothing. Like I have like almost nothing from like seasons like I want to say like season 4 or like 6, but it's just because like I haven't really like watched any of that recently.
Yeah, and I'm sure, like, once we actually get to those episodes on the podcast, you'll have so much inspiration.
Exactly, and, like, I have a lot of season 15 in here because, like, my best friend is watching season 15 for the first time, and I've been watching with her, and my other best friend is watching, like, the end of season 7 into the beginning of season 8, so I've been watching a lot of that, so I have a lot of that in there. I recently, partially because I just rewatched this episode recently, but season 8, episode 4, Bitten, has, like, a song that's played, like, 3 or 4 times in the episode, and the song is What's the Matter by Milo Green. If you don't remember like what episode that is, that's the one with Kate the werewolf where she like does the video to like explain to them what happened.
That was a fun episode.
Yeah, it's like a fun like out of formula episode, but that I really like that song and it's in the episode like 4 times. I think that's really fun. The show has great music.
Yeah, and like the music is very important to the style of like the storytelling, and I love it when shows and movies like make their music selection something that the characters would listen to. And,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
It just gives it like extra like emotional weight and just makes it more significant like to the audience but also to the characters.
I don't know, like the show really is good at like keeping like Dean's style of music.
Yeah, like another place they did that was with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that movie has a great soundtrack. I think keeping them all like kind of like 70s, 80s rock for the most part does really help with that too. Like it helps keep it kind of like cohesive and stuff.
Yeah, or like 90s songs like when we're with Sam or just at bars and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There's, you know, a Shake It Off in there from time to time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Dean's a secret
those,
Swiftie, it's fine.
And those types of songs really stand out because like they have like funny moments to go along with them in the episodes.
I've been really into Burning for You by Blue Oyster Cult. While I've been like thumbing through this playlist, every time like that one comes up, I'm like, ooh, this is a good song. And it's not really a big deal in the episode. It's like literally just like the song that plays like while they're driving away in the car. Like the featured song I would say of that episode is Fire of Unknown Origin, also by Blue Oyster Cult.
Which episode was this?
Hell House.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you are streaming the episodes, then both those songs are replaced by like other songs, and so you don't get them at all.
It was so criminal what happened there.
It's actually so sad because Dean is singing along to Fire of Unknown Origin, so they had to like cut him singing because he was singing the wrong lyrics because they changed the song.
I think it would have been pretty funny if they kept the singing in there though, and we'd just be like, Dean's going insane.
Yeah, he's singing Fire of Unknown Origin, but the song that we're hearing is not Fire of Unknown Origin, so like he's just like yelling over it, and he's yelling a different song.
The one time Sam picked the music, and this is how he acts.
One song I don't have in here that I will have to add, I just don't really love any of the ones that I could find on Spotify, is Oh Death, season 5, and then like also like Billy sings it again later, which is one of my favorite musical things the show has like pretty much ever done. Because obviously Death's introduction in 2 Minutes to Midnight is excellent. Like, it's perfect.
Yes.
But then the first time we ever meet Billy in the season...
I think it's 11.
I think it's 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 11. Okay, the season 11 premiere. First time we ever met Billy, she's singing that same song. And then obviously Billy becomes Death in the later seasons.
The way she's singing it is just so haunting. And
oh my god, Lisa Berry is amazing. Obviously, I think we should talk about probably one of the most iconic musical moments that we haven't gotten to cover on the show yet, because we haven't gotten here, which is in Swan Song, Dean sets the mood with Rock of Ages by Def Leppard.
Yes.
One of the best episodes in the entire show, literally.
Yeah, I used to say I thought this was the best episode of the whole show, and I don't know if I would still say that, because it's not even my favorite finale anymore. But it is definitely up there. Like, it overall is a great quality episode. I think that they did a great job, like, tying the first 5 seasons together. It was nice to see those first 5 seasons come together and have a payoff. And, like, this song is just, like, such a mood setter. It comes in with that kind of, like, I don't even know what to call that at the, like, start of the song, and, like, the engine revs. It's just such a tone setter.
Yes, it's so in character, too, because I'm pretty sure right before that we have, like, you know, Cass and Dean and Bobby, and it's all dark, and they're like, there's no hope left. And
oh yeah,
then Dean's just like, I'm gonna go deal with this.
In my justification column, I wrote Dean Winchester is a dramatic bitch, and I love him.
It's got I don't know, the whole tone had a very Ride of the Valkyries kind of vibe, like the cavalry's coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't believe that song's not in here.
Well, you're welcome.
I will find a spot for it.
The music in Supernatural is definitely one of the key points that I think subconsciously had me returning to it, especially in the first season, because when I first saw it, I was like, it's pretty cool, but I don't know about this one, because it's certainly not the episode formula that I usually watch. But the music with the car and everything, just the whole theme that it helped to set was, amazing.
We talked a couple weeks ago about Night Shifter when we covered Night Shifter. Obviously, the episode ends with Renegade by the Six, which is the most perfect musical cue up to this, in the first 2 seasons. It is.
It really is. And we raved about it so much because it's just so good.
Oh my god, I can't even believe I didn't put this in my notes for when we recorded for the last episode. But Born Under a Bad Sign, so I added Born Under a Bad Sign by Albert King.
Alright, good thing you did that.
Yeah, and as you might recall, Sam tortured Joe, and he set the mood with The Crystal Ship by The Doors. Yeah. And then the episode actually ends with Back on the Road Again by REO Speedwagon, which is fun because it's perfect because they're getting back on the road, and they're also kind of on the run from Steve Wandell's friends, but also Joe was here, and damn right, REO, in the words of Joe. Joe's an REO Speedwagon fan, so I thought that was a perfect choice for them to have made, and I forgot to mention it when we recorded, so...
No. We're mentioning it now.
Yeah, we're mentioning it now. I have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas for the Christmas episode in season 3, because I think that's such a cute moment. It is a little bit jarring in the playlist, I'm not gonna lie.
Just listening to all this rock music and then have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Because the next song I have ahead of it is Hell's Bells by AC/DC, which is the song that recaps season 2 and the season 3 premiere. So it goes Hell's Bells by AC/DC, and then Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and then Heat of the Moment by Asia.
Who sings the version of Have Yourself a Little Merry Christmas, Steve, that you have?
Rosemary Clooney.
Oh, good. Very good singer.
I liked it. I think I might have done I might have actually looked, and that was the one in the episode, or I was looking and I was like, this is the one that I like the best. I can't remember now.
Well, I would support either one. I mean, she had an amazing voice. If you ever watch White Christmas, she was one of the stars of that.
And then obviously Heat of the Moment is explained.
Of course.
One of my other favorite ones is...
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I don't think you have Back in Time from the song that was in Back to the Future.
Yeah, I forget what episode that's in.
That would be the same episode. When he comes back and it's Wednesday.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Oh my god, no, I totally forgot about that happened.
I completely forgot too, and then all of a sudden it came in my mind and I was like...
I love Back to the Future and I love that song. And I just haven't watched that episode in so long because I know that we're gonna watch season 3 within the next couple of months.
Yes.
Okay, that'll definitely be on here. I can't believe I forgot Back in Time. That thank you. One of my favorites is in season 13. There's some really good music in season 13, so I'm gonna talk about a few songs there. So at the end of season 13, episode 5, there's It's Never Too Late, and that cast gets reunited with the boys. And then Tombstone has Space Cowboy by Steve Miller Band, and it is perfect for the cowboy husbands.
Hell yeah.
Also in that episode is They Call Me Zombie, when we meet the Undertaker, the pinup Undertaker beautician girly. And that's also perfect. Season 13, episode 10 has I Am the Fire by Hailstrom, and I still can't believe that they didn't make Wayward Sisters, but also every time I hear that song I'm like, what show is that the theme song for? And then I remember like, oh, this would have been the theme song for Wayward Sisters. But every time I hear it I get the feeling like, oh, what was that show that goes with this song? And then I remember. It's just perfect. I also have the Scooby-Doo theme song.
Yes.
Beautiful. For Scooby Natural. It was in Scooby Natural, but excellent. Right before we started recording, I had the playlist on while we took our like little break, and Let It Ride by Backman Turner Overdrive came on, and I love this song because it always makes me think of Gene and Jack driving in the Impala.
Yes, so adorable. And I was really glad you included Night Moves, because that was a beautiful recap to the episode titled Baby in season 11.
Yeah.
But it's also like they said it was Mary's favorite song, so it has a lot of weight to it.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight to it. It's in that episode twice, so it had to go in there. Anything that the boys sing, I'm pretty much gonna add in here, because I love them.
That song set the entire episode, and to this day, as I listen to it, I still cry.
Yeah, it's a great episode overall, and then like that song is just like perfect, and like it's just them having a good time on the way there, and like it's perfect.
So I have 2 recommendations.
Okay, 2 recommendations. Excellent.
There's Long Black Road by Electric Light Orchestra. It was in one of the episodes. Can't remember which one. I just know I had it on one of my playlists because I liked it. And you should add Scotland the Brave.
I feel like that was in it at some point also.
Scotland the Brave?
Yeah.
Because, like, Rowena hums it, and I think it was, like, her ringtone at one point.
Okay, I'm gonna write Rowena beside it with a question mark, and then I'll try... If I find the scene that it is, that's where it'll go. If not, it'll go at the end of season 10, episode 4, when we saw Rowena for the first time.
Alright, it looks like she was humming it in the Hunter Games, season 10, episode 10. That's also the one that Long Black Road was in. I had to Google it, because I forgot what episode.
I made that note.
Alright, if you add any more Scottish folk songs, just know that Rowena is smiling upon you somewhere.
I always want Rowena to smile upon me. Season 15, episode 7, Last Call. I have The House Rules by Christian Kane, because they had Christian Kane in the episode, and he sang House Rules. Because of course, like, they cast Christian Kane, and Christian Kane is, like, also, like, kind of a celebrity cast, or, like, I don't, there's a word for what I'm thinking. It's not celebrity cast, but, like, it's not fan cast. But you know, like it's like a pop culture reference. It's the same as like when Linda Blair was in The Usual Suspects. Christian Kane was in Angel, the Buffy spinoff, for like 2 or 3 seasons.
That's awesome.
He also has a music career, so of course they were gonna let him sing his own song in his own Roadhouse. And then, of course, good old boys, Dean and Lee. In, like, justification column, I said Dean and Lee screwed back in the day.
Wait, I think you should add something by Rick Springfield. Just one thing.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what to add by Rick Springfield.
Didn't he do Jesse's Girl? That's, like, the only song I know that he did.
You know, and I'm just gonna say in the Lucifer era.
I can confirm that he did Jesse's Girl.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Also, 1510, they finally played Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon. Garth was a werewolf for 6 years. It was the last season. We had to make this joke at least once. And they played this while Garth was like dancing around the living room with Bess, because Garth and Bess are perfect.
So cute.
And I wanted him. In a not dissimilar vein, in the next episode, they have the song North to Alaska by Johnny Horton, because they went north to Alaska.
Pretty straightforward.
I was like, what is this song? Why are we listening to this? And I was like, oh, that's why.
Might as well.
Season 14, episode 6, they have a song called, I was gonna say this, like, in the episode Optimism, they have the song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, and the guy, they're playing the song and a guy immediately dies. It is amazing.
That's why you play that song.
Some of my favorite things. That episode has, has that, which is a guy dying to Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, and it also has Jack being like, I bet Sam and Charlie are doing something really exciting, and then smashed cut to Charlie and Sam sitting in a car looking so bored, and Sam has a fidget spinner. Just bored out of their minds.
I appreciate that so much.
I feel like, we've talked about a lot of the season 1 songs as they've kind of come up.
Yeah.
But obviously I think Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival was perfect for the end of season 1 after the Impala got smashed.
Rest in peace. But not for too long.
I had Crossroad Blues by Robert Johnson for Crossroad Blues. It's the song that the episode is named